interfere with what I'm talking about. And who knows if I have much more to say than that. Sitting here and back in the morning, and I was going to talk about something different, and it was amazing that that just came out. But I think that's been something that I've been contemplating and asking myself, well, what could I share if I could share anything with people? Me watching them play out and hold on to certain stances that they want to be invested in. Um, Gosh, I'm gonna just be really, I'm gonna just, I love that I can do this and I can just be open-hearted and just share with all of you. I'm really excited today because I'm going to be doing an interview in a little bit with Debbie Solaris, and she'll be the first or second episode in season 3 of Welcome to Channeling, and I am super thrilled. And a part of it, this morning I got up and I came out into the courtyard and I just was dancing, and a part of it was me just celebrating and me honoring that. It was kind of a confirmation for myself and the actions that I'm taking and the movements that I'm taking. And even though sometimes I may feel, you know, bound down, and it may feel muddy and it may feel this way or that way, that I'm seeing shifts and I'm seeing changes in time as I'm doing my work. One part of me doing my work is really being with some pain that gets to be transmuted in my heart. Some pain that's, I've been closing up, and this is a challenge that I'm getting to work through. As I'm developing a few close relationships, but they've been very focused on me really doing my inner healing, me really seeing beyond the small stories. And my God, the beauty that's come through that is amazing. And there might be another time where I can share with you some of the things that are unfolding surrounding being able to see into story, and how much pain we cause for ourselves as we wind these ideas around each other and not give ourselves permission to walk in our authenticity. But that, I think, maybe for another time. Today, I wanted to share something around the heart and the bravery that we get to take with each other. There's a part of me, an aspect of me, okay, so I would say my inner child, what's considered my inner child, has received a lot of great medicine, and it feels really strong and supportive and active. But there's another aspect, and if you've had any contact or interaction with the process, the big mind process, there's an aspect that again Roshi likes to be with, and it's called the damaged self, I believe it, or the damaged child. And really its job is that it's damaged. It's just damaged, and it holds all that damaged so that everything else can be clean and be workable and worked with. So there's this inner child in me, of course, that's still caught up in the story of the damaged, the story of being damaged, the story of what that feels like. Ooh, a little mouse. And is taking the hand of my higher self, but also of my inner child and all of these other parts, and we're getting to walk through together. And get to be with, go down to roots, deep things. I've been visiting what The Alchemist. You can look her up on YouTube. I just watched something because it's called the Doom something, and it's this what I consider to be almost the basis of crisis, the basis of separation that actually assists us in experiencing what we are experiencing now. But in that process of separation, in that process of us denying our oneness, denying our godliness, it's there's a lot of terror, there's a lot of all of these things, and there's a part of us that wants to reconfirm this over and over again. And I might say, someone could say it wants to keep establishing, but once you get to a point, I don't see it as keeping to, it's like trying to do anything against us. It's simply a part of a mechanism which we get to identify and we get to clean and process through. And there's a lot of terror, there's a lot of doom, there's a lot of what's considered destruction and destructive thoughts that sometimes the ego takes on. I was like, this was caused by me, the whole earth, all of that. And God, that can be overwhelming, right? But as we look into it and see how we can attach these things to our experience, and we are the ones bringing meaning to them, as we're able to be with it, and of course, once again, this space, we can observe, but we can also offer love. This is something that's so important for us to recognize. And after years and years and years, 20 years of meditating and inner work and all kinds of stuff, the one thing that when I think of grace, what grace is to me, that we always can offer love. We always can offer love in a situation. And when we offer love, we can enter in and we can see some kind of opportunity. And the opportunity when I enter into that space is that I see this is the space of godliness, of godhood, of creation being able to manifest itself. And I can see that there's a part of me. Oh, thank you, Shelley. I can see that there's a part of me. This is something that occurred with my guide, Anna. It was so beautiful the other day, where we can ask in this space, we can say, how can what this is, or what is here, become a benefit to me? Become a benefit to me living a beautiful life that's full, that's effulgent, that's claiming all that I am and the possibilities that are available to me now. If you say that to yourself, can you feel that expansive thought? Can you feel how things shift? Like as I'm saying it now, it's like almost like that terror, that idea of terror, it's almost like it's held and continuing. It's like, oh, that's a story too, right? That's another one of those stories as well. And we continue to be with what is. We can continue to feel into whatever pain is. And I'm just experiencing myself in this beautiful open plain. And perhaps as we do this, we don't need to be so afraid when we're sitting with all that terror when it comes up. It's just another aspect, another part of experience. And then perhaps I can ask, is there anything I can heal and love right now? And the answer comes back, it is all whole and one. You are healed. At least at this, and I'm laughing and saying, of course, at this moment, because, oh gosh, it's like everything coming in. It's like I was listening to Bashar, and yesterday he was saying, here's the mantra. External circumstances don't matter. It's time to listen deeply. They don't bring things into matter. It's not the external circumstances that bring things into matter, material form. It is only my, oh, let's see if I can feel into the words. What are they? I might make up my own, Bashar. I'm gonna say it my own. It is my mind-body complex, my awareness, my mindfulness that matters. That brings this material world. It is what helps interpret, it is what helps create what this material world is. And as we are with our mindfulness and with our awareness, what our thoughts are, what we're confirming within ourselves all time, and we take action that confirms that, we're solidifying our reality. But as I choose differently in my mind and what I'm confirming, as I open and see things in a broader sense, and this isn't necessarily about I am going to tell myself these sentences and to try and brainwash myself. No, this is about awareness. Because our awareness is a way we interact with our world. Our awareness is an invitation of what we're receptive to. Some may say receptive to. Some may say what we're willing to create. Both of them are linked in our mechanism. And so as we're with that, our awareness, we can decide where we want to land. We can decide where we want to vibrate. We can decide if we want to be looking into things from a consciousness of love, a consciousness of oneness. We can be looking into things also honoring people's choices. We can look into things as the beauty they are and let go of the stories. This is how I look at it, because we have grown in our intelligence to understand how we can program ourselves, how we can program our minds, how we can program our matrices. But oftentimes when we try to do that, we're trying to cover up what was already there. Or we're trying to tear something apart and then try to work really hard at it. But I'm leaning into, how can I do this in the most grace and ease possible? How can I live the most effulgent, beautiful life, vibrant, me being able to experience my passions in the most graceful, easeful, effulgent way possible, rather than I have to make things right. These are, well, that's not so subtle. I was going to say these are subtle ways that we can shift how we're looking at things, our awareness. Because the mind has a tendency to want to grasp onto an idea and to make it the thing that works, make it the thing that that's going to make the difference and make the change. Yeah, definitely flowing instead of forcing. And being able to see that, and every once in a while step back into this open field and say, wow, there's an opportunity here. Because I've invited grace and love and compassion. What kind of new opportunity is here? This is what I'm asking now. My opportunity here is to say, thank you, Shelley, for showing up and responding, being a beautiful companion. And invite any and all who sit here and listen to this to come play with me, because I am being urged more and more to really play. And I am doing that in what's called Crazy Magic Playtime. Right now it's on Discord. It may end up showing up on YouTube, but you can join me on Discord and look for Golden Guru Gwen. Capital G's, Golden, capital G, Guru, capital Gwen. And reach out to me. Say hello. Write a comment. Let me know that you're listening. Thank you, Shelley. Yes, we were. Shelley is so beautiful. Yes, we did. So thank you so much for showing that you're there, Shelley. I think right now, as this portal, it can be really intense. And sometimes it's good to know, wow, people are listening, people are hearing, and perhaps something that I said, that someone will hear it, will help them through this process. Remember, drink lots, sit, and be. Be daring enough to not let the terror or the stories be in charge, but you, your divinity, is in charge. Isn't that amazing? It's amazing. Invite it in, and now is the time to invite it in. There have been times that I've been dizzy, and sometimes I'll breathe and I'll be like, okay, come on in. I'm breathing you in. I'm breathing you in. More light, more intelligence. We can do this together. Reaching out in love, offering this in love. And I'm so excited. I'm going to now go, and I am going to have an interview shortly with Debbie Solaris, galactic historian. This is me giggling, saying, see, look, golden nugget. Yep, this is me giggling, so excited to speak with her and to thank her for being a part of my journey of saying, my God, there are other people out there who can see these things and they're not afraid. It's just a part of real life. Real life. Sending love to you all. Thank you, Shelley, for being on. Okay, bye-bye, everyone.